Whoa, holy sh**.
Blink-182 is back with a bunch of songs I've never heard in my life. But instead of just chilling out and listening to them like a normal person, I asked you, which song should I hear first? And your answer was All in My Head. I've been keeping myself from listening to that song for a while now, so now we're gonna listen to it together. But wait, there's a catch. No instrumental allowed. And before I ever listen to the original song, I'm gonna try to reproduce the song based on only the isolated vocals. I'll basically have to do it from scratch and try to guess in my mind how it does really sound, without having any actual idea. Will I nail the production and sound just like Blink-182, or will I fail? Let's find out. The video starts now.
Alright, let's listen to these isolated vocals for the first time.
The street's trying to kill me. I wake up ready to fight. I shouldn't talk about it.
It seems like it's a fast one. I did not want it to be stuck with a slow one today.
Night after night, but now I start to doubt it. Lonely.
That's really cool. Really cool harmonies. Tom and Mark. It sounds more like a Mark song, doesn't it? Yeah, that's really cool. Alright, that's the first time I've ever listened to these vocals. I really like the vocals. I've only heard the vocals, but I really like the vocals. Let's see if I can reconstruct it from scratch without ever having listened to the original one. And let's see how close I get to the original one. If I get close at all, I have no idea. Guitar time with Julian. Alright, the first thing I want to do is figure out these chords.
Usually the first step is to figure out some chords, right, to go along with these vocals. And usually you have two options, major or minor.
Which one you think sounds best? The minor one? Or the major happy Blink one? Maybe a cool little clean part here will be good.
Yeah, that clean part sounds really cool. But you know, me being me, I could never decide anything. So I ended up doing a major verse with a minor chorus. Here's the verse.
The street's trying to kill me. I wake up ready to fight. I shouldn't talk about it. I got a sickening feeling. We do this night after.
And here's the chorus. Oh, and I actually made this really nice retro 90s intro right here. What did you think? Is it 90s enough?
As you can hear, it sounds like something they would not do nowadays. They would do 20 years ago, but well, it is what it is. This is who I am. This is the Blink fan they created. So this is the path we are going. Alright, let's do some drums.
Nothing like the sound of keys clacking while some idiots try to program some MIDI drums. So inspiring. This part was actually very difficult to me because I had to think like Travis Barker. But I'm not a drummer.
Okay, I think I got the drums. I think this is the best I'm gonna get. I'm not Travis. This is what I can do with MIDI and dragging a lot of notes around. I try to keep the ideas that Travis has, you know, like the punky ideas, the playful cymbals, and trying to follow Mark's and Tom's voices sometimes when he does fills, because he does do that. Sometimes he follows the voices and not the song per se. So I tried to do a bit of that. Hope it worked. This is the best I could do. Bass time with Julian. Okay, for bass, I'm gonna keep it easy. Gonna keep it Mark Hoppus, right? Just easy, follow the guitars, play with energy, play with precision, keep it simple. All I'm gonna do with bass, nothing too complicated. Okay, I finished the bass, and even though I kept it simple, I did some cool stuff in here. Just listen to this little accent in the beginning here. That's pretty cool, right? And I also did some octaves here in this little section. Pretty cool, right?
Pretty cool indeed, Julian. You did it, you little soldier you. We made it. So now I did what I always do. I mixed it in a rush so I could publish this YouTube video fast and just slapped isotope ozone on the master to make it sound a little bit better. Yeah, nothing generates quality like rushing to make a YouTube video.
Okay, so I'm finished mixing it just a little bit. I'm not gonna go too far because this is just me playing around really, right? Just wanted to see if without ever hearing the original song, I could make something that sounded like Blink and maybe something that sounded like the original. We'll find out soon if I got even close to the original, but first, let's listen to my version of All in My Head by BLINK-182.
It's just trying to kill me. I wake up ready to fight. I shouldn't talk about it. I got a sickening feeling. We do this night after night, but now I start to doubt it. Lonely hotel rooms. Come straight on the couch. I'm moving on, but I'm still not keeping up. I'm better now, but I'm still not good enough. I sleep alone and still hurts getting up. I figured out, is it all in my head? Haven't been here before. A ship far from the shore. Did you burn me in my bed? Or is this all inside my head?
So what did you think? Let me know in the comments below. In my opinion, sounded a little bit like old school Blink. In the beginning, I wanted to try not to go old school Blink, but it just can't. That's the Blink that I love. Of course, I love the new Blink as well, but the old school Blink is the Blink that I grew up with, and it's the Blink that made me the musician that I am today.
Not a very good musician, but a happy one, at least.
Okay, now I'm gonna listen to the original one. I did not imagine that at all.
The storm's trying to kill me. I wake up ready to fight. I shouldn't talk about it. Got a sickening feeling. We do this night after night, but now I start to doubt it. Lonely hotel rooms. Cum stains on the couch. I'm moving on, but I'm still not giving up. I'm better now, but I'm still not good enough. I sleep alone and still
That's very different from mine.
freaking out. Is it all in my head? Haven't been here before.
Oh, fuck.
From the shore. Did you burn me in my bed? Or is this all inside my head?
Oh, okay. So I think my verse was pretty close. The intro is completely different, obviously, and the little mid section is kind of the same, but I wouldn't imagine that they would keep the same notes going for the rest of the chorus, like, and not do like a chord progression or anything. Very new Blink for sure. It's way more choppy and precise and more like rhythm based than my version. My version is much more loose, which is much more like old Blink. I think that's the main difference that we can kind of notice here today.
Oh yeah, Blink-182 indeed grew up. Back in the day, I believe they were much more instinctive in their recordings and much less calculated. I mean, Travis Barker barely showed up. He recorded everything in a couple of days and f***ed off.
I usually record my drums and I break out, but this time I'm hanging out through the whole recording process, besides when I go on tour with the transplant.
Nowadays, it sounds pretty clear to me that they're working together and trying to think of every single detail to make the songs a little bit more unexpected and a little bit more polished. They try to make less obvious choices, for sure. And they certainly push away from the clumsy sound they were known for in the past. But is that a good thing or a bad thing? You have to tell me, or maybe only time will tell.
But it was a cool experiment, right? What did you think? Do you prefer my version? Do you prefer Blink's version? I think I prefer mine. If I had more time to like do it properly and like really work on my parts and play well throughout all of the song, I think my version would be a little bit cooler, at least in my opinion. But what do you think? Your opinion counts more than mine, of course. So please let me know in the comments below which version did you like more. Let me know if there's any other bands or songs that you want me to try this with. Just listening to the vocals isolated and try to reproduce it from scratch without really knowing what the original song sounded like. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what I do, please press all the buttons below and above and around me that help me right now, and see you all next time. Thank you and bye.